Happy Friday, everybody. Topping the headlines today, a rescue in Mobile Bay. What the captain told us about the crash, plus a new tool designed to keep crossing guards safe as they direct school traffic, and when a local landmark damaged by Hurricane Sally is finally going to reopen. Buckle up, it's time for News 5 Now.
This is News 5 Now, streaming live to your neighborhood and around the world.
What's up, everybody? I'm Akivia McFarland, and thanks for checking in with me for WKRG News 5 Now. Every day we get together at 5:30 to share the big stories of the day with you and, of course, have a intimate close chat with you because we're buddies, right? We're going to also talk about the answer to the question of the day and get your feedback from the Facebook poll too. So let's go ahead and get this party started. Let's count down the big stories we're following for you right now. Number 5, Move-In is underway at the University of South Alabama, kicking off this morning and continuing tomorrow. College move-in can bring a mix of emotions from nervousness to excitement. I can't believe it's been 10 years since I moved in to the University of South Alabama. Go Jags. But look, fortunately for all of the incoming freshmen moving in, USA students who have been here before are ready to lend a helping hand with all the cars and moving trucks packed full of furniture and belongings. The university is welcoming 2,600 new students to campus this fall, which is a South Alabama record. Just more Jags making their way up in life. I love to see it. Classes for the fall semester start on Tuesday. Number 4, school crossing guards in Mobile have a new tool to help keep everyone safe, and they call it the pickle. And before you ask, no, it is not green. It should be, don't you think? But it's not, and it's okay. It's a white device with a button on top. One click and the crossing guard can change the traffic pattern. Drivers can expect to see the pickle in use at busy intersections near schools like St. Ignatius, E.R. Dixon, BC Rain, and Causey Middle. And like most new things, it's going to take some getting used to for all the parents and the commuters who go to school. Drivers are also reminded to do their part in keeping school zones safe by staying off their phones, adhering to speed limits, and, of course, paying attention. Let's be real, guys. Do you have to be told this? Number 3, some parents in Florida are raising concerns about how their children are getting to school. Parents like Lee Mathis of Crestview. Her daughter sent a picture showing her overcrowded school bus, so naturally, Mathis took her frustration to Facebook to try and get the attention of the Okaloosa County School District. The superintendent says they are working on finding a solution, so hopefully that comes soon. We don't want overcrowded school buses. Number 2, Gulf State Park Pier in Gulf Shores is reopening. A round of applause for that. This is something many anglers have been looking forward to for years. The pier was heavily damaged by Hurricane Sally 4 years ago. Whole sections of the pier ripped away by wind and waves. It was partially reopened after the storm, but it has been closed for almost a year to the tune of $14 million. Whew, that is a lot of cheddar. Now, come Monday, though, everyone will be able to get out there and drop a fishing line. I know a lot of fishing buddies who will be happy about that. And number 1, a rescue in Mobile Bay after a small experimental aircraft crashes in the water. It happened around 7:30 this morning near Gillard Island. The aircraft came to rest upside down in the water. The 2 people on board climbed on top of it as they waited for help to arrive. Now, someone on a commercial boat that passed by spotted and rescued them. That is some great news. And we spoke to the pilot as well. He says he and his passengers made it out without a scratch. That is certainly a blessing, very unexpected, and we're glad to hear that everyone's okay with that. So that is a look at our big stories this hour, but now it's time to switch gears and talk about our question of the day and share your answers. Now, the question today was, if you could speak with anyone, any person, living or not, for an hour, who would it be? All right, so let's go ahead and check out what you guys had to say. And I will say, I kind of looked through this before and there were a lot of answers, so bear with me for just a moment. Let's go on scroll. So our first one is from Kim Fleming Naren. She says her grandfather passed away in 1978. And she says, he told me some family stories when I was a child. In the past 20 years of my ancestry research, she's come across hints and maybe truths in his story. So she's going to keep searching for that. I'm sure you really would like to hear more about your background from him. Tanisha Davis says she lost her great-grandmother, and she was born in 1908. She experienced a lot during her years on Earth, and she passed away at 104 years old. That is incredible. She lived a long life, and I'm happy that she got to live that long. Someone else, Libba Sanders, says she'd like to talk to her mother. Bella Leisure says the same thing, her mother as well. Joanna says her fiance who passed away in June. And we're seeing a lot of that. A lot of people who've lost people over the years would like to speak to their long lost loved ones. And a few people chimed in as well, so they'd like to speak to Jesus Christ and see what he would have to say to them. And I can agree to that one as well. So a lot of people who would like to talk to people who they've, they miss so dearly, and I do empathize with that. Rest in peace to all of your sweet loved ones who have passed on. That's a really hard question, though. I don't know who I would want to speak to. I'd have to really think about that one. But for now, let's go ahead and switch gears, and we're going to talk about the Facebook poll. So teenagers need more sleep, and researchers say that at least 8 to 10 hours a night might do the trick. And some experts are suggesting that high schoolers should start their school day later in the morning, perhaps at 8:30 or beyond, instead of 7:50 or when a lot of students start school. That's when I started. It wasn't the 7 o'clock hour, so I can relate. So what do you think? Let's see how you answered. Should high schoolers start their days later? 72% of you say they should definitely start later in the day, and 28% of you say earlier. Now, I gotta talk to you 28% real quick. Earlier? The kids don't start early enough as it is? My goodness. I would say if you did have to start earlier, maybe the trick to that is maybe you get out of school earlier. Is that the beauty of it? I don't know. But for now, I'm gonna say that I'm with the 72% and say start later, because your girl loves to get some sleep. So what do you do next? You're going to go over to Facebook, like our WKRG Facebook page, and get ready to answer our next question of the day. Here it is. So your plane crashes on an island. What 5 things would you want to have? Think about that for a second, and really be thinking about your thoughts. I want to see those answers tomorrow. And vote in our next Facebook poll as well. Here's that one. What do you want to, this is what we want you to vote on. Do you prefer to watch movies in the theater or at home? I already have a quick answer to this, y'all. It depends on the movie. If it's like a Marvel blockbuster, I want to see that baby in the theaters. Now, if it's like a, rom-com or something, I could see that one at home. So I truly think it depends. But come back on Monday and we're going to share those results with you, and I'm looking forward to seeing what everyone has to say. But in the meantime, go ahead and turn on your TVs. Get ready to watch the rest of the CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell, and that way come 6 o'clock, you'll be right where you need to be. WKRG for WKRG News 5 at 6. Thank you all so much for partying with me for WKRG News 5 Now. Have a great weekend.